And we're now underway this huge tag team match. Doesn't get any better than this. We're about to witness tag team action at its finest, fellas. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Nothing fancy there. In a tag team contest, a superstar and partner walk up against another duo. Unless there's a special stipulation added to the match, the traditional rules of a singles match apply in terms of winning the match via pinfall, submission, count out, or disqualification. In a standard tag team match, one competitor is in the ring against an opponent, and their teammate is in their corner standing on the ring apron. I should also point out that the competitor in the ring, as far as the referee is concerned, is the legal man. Only the legal man can attempt to score a fall over an opponent or be defeated by an opponent. Tag match when a superstar tags their partner, the person who tagged out has until the referee's count of five to exit the ring. For a tag to be considered legal, both of the superstar's feet have to be on the apron. The partner must be touching the tag rope in the corner. Both team members must touch, and the referee must see the tag be made. Tag made. Oh, big tip. The mighty Natalia looking surprised by this assault. Her and her partner making a great tag team. We'll see what they're made of here. She's putting up quite a fight here, Cole, but despite that, now is probably a good time to look for the tag. This is bad, guys. This match has been trending in the wrong direction for her almost from the opening bell. In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalia and Carmella. The rivalry between these women yet so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Natalia and Carmella's corner. Power slam. I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair back together. Natalia's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage. That was until Carmella's overconfidence let the Irish last kicker turn the tide, get back into the match. And then it was elementary from there for the Irish born superstar. Naomi did an excellent job of making sure any quote unquote committee nonsense cost her girls the match. Once Becky Lynch got Carmella locked in the disarmor, there was nothing for the Staten Island Princess to do but to tap out. Didn't take long for that to happen. In off the tag. Yeah. Stop. That'll ruin your leg. Understood with the reversal. Oh, 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 oh. With the tag is Alicia Fox. Big flip. Oh, right to that. Yeah. Oh, hanging on for dear life. Might be it. Born in Australia, Peyton Royce's path to WWE saw her travel many miles, including a stop in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where, like many before her, Peyton honed her craft before ultimately joining WWE. Giving a piece of her mind now. I'm not so sure she can afford to do that, Cole. DDT, Mike. She has some reason to be concerned here. Corey, Byron did allude to Peyton Royce's training in Canada. Yeah, she's a product of your best friend, Lance Storm. That's one of the reasons why Peyton's so good in the ring. I'm just glad Storm's personality didn't rub off on her during training. Escapes trouble there. You guys have noticed, but when Peyton Royce walks out wearing that iconic T-shirt, You can hear an audible groan from the crowd. I haven't noticed, but I'm sure they're just jealous, Cole. The fact of the matter is, when you look and perform like Peyton Royce does, you should absolutely have a high opinion of yourself. Into the quick cover. She kicks it. He's a warrior, guys. When it comes to Peyton Royce's opinion of herself, I partially agree with Corey. Yes, she should have self confidence, but to call herself iconic, I don't know. That seems like a word that should be reserved for the likes of, I don't know, Texas Stratus and Mae Young. Who are you to decide who's an icon and who's not, Saxon? If Peyton Royce wants to call herself iconic, that's exactly what she should do, period. Alicia Fox with the tag. Boom! This might be it for a body. Oh, man, by the hair. Royce was able to get out of the way there. Harsh impact. Oh, that hurt knee to the spine. Peyton Royce's career is just getting started, guys. I'd say she has already accomplished a great deal, including being named the 2016 NXT Breakout Star of the Year alongside Billie Kay. Wow, repeated. And Byron, this takes a ton of strength to pull off. Am I right? Oh, you are definitely right, Michael. But you also have to remember how much energy it drains to pull off. That NXT Breakout Star of the Year award Michael brings up is something for Peyton to be proud of, especially when you look at who she is going to beat to take home the hardware. Now, there were certainly some big names there. Talk about Ember Moon, Andrade Cien Almas, but in the end, it was the iconic duo walking away with the win. Damn. Tag team history was made when the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions were crowned at Backlash 2016. The unlikely duo of Rhino and Heath Slater caught lightning in a bottle and ran through the tag team title tournament. In the finals, Rhino and Slater took on the Usos to see which team would be the inaugural tag team champions. And so let's Bliss with the reversal. It was a lot on the line in the tag team tournament finals. The Usos wanted to add a third tag team title reign to their resume and enjoyed the recognition of being the first ever SmackDown tag team champions. The team of Rhino and Heath Slater was a team no one expected to be in the finals. Slater had extra motivation because he was fighting for a WWE contract. And at one point, it seemed like the Usos had everything well in hand, but Rhino and Heath Slater refused to lose. After a gore from Rhino with Jimmy Uso in half, Rhino and Heath Slater went from an unlikely tag team to the first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Never say never in WWE is absolutely right. Comes in off the tag. Now another reversal. Neither one of them is willing to give an inch here. Comes up big with the reversal. Lisa Fox got out of there in time. She shows signs of life. She's showing a lot more than that. We're looking at. She goes for the cover. How did I get away with that? That's not legal. Drop. That was nasty. So precise. It was suplex. Great usage of her hips. Another one for the third time be the charm buyer. I think Venus on track. This walk is over. You don't want to see your internist after a slam like that. Oh, drop. It's time. However, the dressing just works out easily. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Oh, man, what a leg drop. Alexa Bliss comes in off the tag. Look at Alexa Bliss. She's scaring it. Stop. Oh, three. Now back to the ring. Oh, what impact. Drops her with authority. Wow, that was intense. Yeah, she's getting after it, showing great energy. Oof. So to injury. This one's over, guys. That's exactly what Alexa Bliss needed. Alexa Bliss has taken out a lot of damage. I'm not sure how much more she can take. We're dangerously close to losing this match right here, guys. This is bad, guys. I don't even think she has enough power to get to her corner to make the tag. Man, at this point, even the slightest mistake could cost one of these women the match. Alexa Bliss gets out of the way quickly. Delivered with force. Natalia beginning to stumble a bit. Her opponent clearly has her number here. Remember, guys, she's been in control for much of this match. It's going to take a lot more than this to keep her down. She is on fire. What's this going to be? Wilder! Jump! It's the champion with the reversal. There may be no escaping this fireman's carry. So I don't know. Never say never, Cole. They're not for it. No, go. Oh, nasty impact. And she's knocked off her feet. I think that was caught by surprise, Michael. She's getting her where she wants her. Here comes Alexa Bliss. You can't believe this one's over. She goes for the cover. Hurricane, unbelievable athleticism. Oh, my. Beautiful technique. She goes for the cover. Two, just before three. That was real close. Close call. Tag game. Look at this. Oh, what impact. And now that one's countered. Wow, that was impressive, Michael. Oh, nasty impact. Come on, this isn't fair. Life's not fair, Cole. You know, apparently at 2.5, the size of this girl's part is simply immeasurable. Twist from Natalia. Tom slam. Vicious. Natalia just seconds away from a victory here. What a huge opening for Natalia. Alicia Fox trying to get into some people's heads here. Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring. With the tag is Alicia Fox. Winning predicament. 1, 2. Oh, that was a close call. He's still in this one. No, she's too quick for her. You can see the confidence just beaming from her right now. For broke. He's got it now. She goes for the cover. The result this woman is showing right now is absolutely unreal. So resourceful. She's looking good now. We'll see if it lasts. Big Roy's looking to close this thing out with the Venus flights up. Oh! Maybe the trifecta. That she goes to the cover. 1, 2, 3. And we have our winners. And here's a look back at some of the action from the previous match. Man, oh man, look at that. She's taking care of business. I remember this part very well. And that's exactly how she wanted to end this thing.
Here are your winners, Casey Royce and Alexa Bliss.
You heard the ring announcer. This one's over. And here's your winner. These women make an almost unstoppable pairing, Michael. Going to get to TV, folks. This Vegas crowd really is it now. And it looks like it'll be these two superstars kicking it off here tonight. Those superstars are about to put on a clinic in tag team competition, guys. That's how good they are. Slam with some attitude. Look. She goes for the cover. Sasha Banks quickly getting the shoulder up. And we continue. Oh, what impact. I remember seeing Sasha Banks perfect the bank statement in NXT. And when the boss has her opponent cinched in right in the middle of the ring, there's nothing to do but tap out. This might be it. Oh, my. When Sasha Banks locks in the bank statement, it's boss time, and it doesn't take very long for opponents to give up from the grueling submission maneuver. An impressive aspect of the bank statement for Sasha Banks is all the different ways the boss can lock it in. Once that happens, you can consider the matchup over. Nia Jax is the most powerful woman in WWE, and we've seen her dominate opponents without breaking a sweat. Guys, prepare for the irresistible force. Nia Jax is one of the most dominant competitors from a physical perspective. And she has the right mindset. Nobody can compete with the irresistible force. Your best bet is to play the mental game of Nia. Talking some more about strategy against Nia Jax. Corey brought up that an opponent might have an advantage if they can get inside the head of the irresistible force. Do you agree, Byron? Well, I'm not a fan of fast talking, but Nia has proven to be thin-skinned against the likes of Alexa Bliss and Mickey James. But you do run the risk of angering the most imposing woman on the WWE roster. Oh, right back into their own corner. During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first. The team can win the first fall. That sets the tone for the rest of the match, and the opponents are playing catch up. 2 out of 3 falls match saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus as the throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in a 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time to score the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy. Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Exchange, but the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at 1 fall apiece after a twist of fate on the Swiss Cyborg. After a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy, the match broke down, and the third fall was ruled a double countout. Gets the tag. She's on the defensive now. I tell you, this is not how she envisioned this match going, guys. I don't know how much longer she can go on absorbing all this punishment. She needs to find a way to make it to her corner and make the tag. Not looking great, but I've never seen her get reps in on foot with that, and I don't expect that to change here. Caught. Down. Sasha Banks is tagged in. Got the head scissors on. What a strike. Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that has shined brighter than any other is the New Day. Xavier Woods. Here comes Sasha Banks. She better do something fast. It's 17 competition right now. Oh, she gets out of it. She has. She's able to get out of the way there. Beautiful technique. In off the 10. Oh, check. Right to the midsection. Harsh impact. Tag in. The times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. After their thrilling best of 7 series, I wouldn't think they'd develop into a top tag team. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. I don't think anyone thought Cesaro and Sheamus would develop into a premier tag team. Over time, the superstars realized that they were better as allies than as enemies. And when they combined their incredible strength, the results were something that couldn't be ignored. It was really unbelievable to witness the evolution of Cesaro and Sheamus as a team. We saw them improve every week and conquer a variety of opponents. To see the Swiss Cyborg and Celtic Warrior go from unwilling partners to WWE Raw Tag Team Champions was truly impressive. Liv Morgan just barely got out of the way. And that's the tag of Sasha Banks. Really targeting the back on that one. The first ever women's Royal Rumble match was full of amazing moments. Hey, Baron, just let it erupt. Can't waste any time here. And no luck against Nia Jax there. Sasha Banks dodged out of the way there. We might just see it. Look out. There's the tag. And that changes the entire look for these women, Michael. Oh, let's go back to Nia Jackson's Royal Rumble performance. When it comes to the unassisted eliminations, she had them, and here's a cover. And he kicks out with relative ease. How did he do that? Pulling her knee in the spine. It's the mark. The backstabber. Stop the backstabber. The backstabber. That's it. That's what she needed. And that's it. This one is over. And here's another quick look at those superstars in action in that tag team battle. That's a woman on a mission. Look at her go. Almost forgot about this one. Still can't believe I get paid to watch this amazing action.
Here are your winners, Sasha Banks and Liv Morgan.
What an incredible submission move. And here's your winner, ladies and gentlemen. I can honestly say that a win is a little more satisfying when you make your opponent tap out. I'd be curious to see how this win impacts the rest of the tag team division. Here comes the war goddess. Her entrance is just as unique as her offensive playbook.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by John Cena from Dallas, Texas, Denver.
Stay with us. We've got a huge tag team match coming up. And both these teams come into tonight and looking to make a statement, which means we might see these two teams do things we've never seen them do in the past.
And your partner from Scottsdale, Arizona, Nikki Holla.
Well, tell us about how inspired you are. That's the sequence that the entire WWE universe. Nikki Bella, she is fearless. She is driven. Great role model as well. You're one of the longest title reigns in history. Got two TV shows. She was on Dancing with the Stars. What else do you want? I'm kind of jealous backwards. Look who's in the house.
And your opponent, first, accompanied by Roman Reigns from Norwich, England. Hey.
From the start, Paige dared to be different. Paige dared to stand out, and she has benefited from that mindset. Guys, remember on Raw a few years ago when Paige made her WWE debut and won the Women's Championship? A truly unforgettable night, not only for Paige, but the entire WWE Universe. Paige has revolutionized the game since that very night. And it was that night where we began the transformation from the Divas Revolution to the Women's Evolution. Byron, it just became iconic. Oh, I see it on the clock.
And her partner from Sydney, Australia. It is Soy.
Byron, I was back in the locker room area earlier today, and I heard Peyton Royce imitating you. Imitating you. It's an unbelievable impersonation. She does great impressions. Spot on by exactly. Oh, and by the way, she also handles her business inside the ring. A student of Lance Storm. Peyton Royce is absolutely incredible. Look at her, Byron. Yeah, I can see her. Beautiful and deadly. A true Venus flytrap. And here we go. This tag team match is going to be heated, to say the least. Doesn't get any better than this. We're about to witness tag team action at its finest, fellas. That angle finds its target. Look at this. Wow. Oh. So there are big times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed, and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. I could nippy. She better do something fast. He somehow breaks free, but you have to wonder how much damage was done. I don't think anyone thought Cesaro and Sheamus would develop into a premier tag team. Over time, the superstars realized that they were better as allies than as enemies. And combining their incredible strength, the results were something that couldn't be ignored. It was really unbelievable to witness the evolution of Cesaro and Sheamus as a team. We saw them improve every week and conquer a variety of opponents. To see the Swiss Cyborg and Celtic Warrior go from unwilling partners to WWE Raw Tag Team Champions was truly impressive. Over the last few years, the tag team scene in WWE is hotter than it's ever been. One of the teams that has shined brighter than any other is the New Day. The Cody Rhodes, Pinky, and Kofi Kingston are two-time tag team champions. But it was their second reign that put the New Day name in WWE history book forever. You gotta believe this one's over. The tag team competition right now is as heated as it's ever been since the Attitude Era. Everywhere you look, there's another tremendous tag team combination. We're going to make a run at the WWE Tag Team Gold. When we talk about the New Day, the team won a fatal four-way match in their second tag team title reign in 2015's SummerSlam. I may think the power of positivity stinks like a bag of rotting garbage, and that Woods, Kingston, and Big E are idiots. But I'll give the New Day this. They're one of the greatest tag teams ever. And what put them in that category was when their tag team championship reign lasted a record setting 483 days. No, someone call the orthodontist. Oh, what a shot block. Oh, where's the tag? Opponent out for ropes. Nasty drop. Born in Australia, Peyton Royce's path to WWE saw her travel many miles, including a stop in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Like many before her, Peyton honed her craft before ultimately joining WWE. Very difficult position to be in right now. Yeah, situations like this usually don't end very pleasant. Corey, Byron, get a loop to take Royce's training in Canada. Yeah, she's a product of your best friend, Lance Storm, and that's one of the reasons why he's so good in the ring. I'm just glad Storm's personality rubbed off on her during training. Back in from the floor. Nasty impact. Now the old vicious clamp. Look at the torque. While Peyton Royce's career is just getting started, guys, I'd say she has already accomplished a great deal, including being named the 2016 NXT Breakout Star of the Year alongside Billie Kay. Oh, right in the face, destroyed. She's taking out some offense here. Her and her partner aren't going to let this derail them, though. That NXT Breakout Star of the Year award Michael brings up is something for Peyton to be proud of, especially when you look at who she and Billie Kay beat to take home the hardware. You know, there was certainly some big names there. You're talking about Ember Moon, Andrade Cien Almas, but in the end, it was the iconic duo walking away with the win. Paige wants to put it away. You start to fight out, guys. And she escapes the submission. Not a lot of people can break out of that one, Michael. Nikki Bella with the tag. Oh, trying to dislocate the shoulder. Momentum not on Nikki Bella's side here. Her partner making a great attitude. We'll see what they're made of here. The good news is that if it gets too out of control, she has her partner she can tag in while she catches her breath in the corner. Morella Hingle's modeling career. Nikki Bella with a nice reversal. Tag game. What strike? Paige is starting to slow a bit here. She's going to need to find a way to mount an offensive. Uh-oh. Watching Ember Moon the past few years, Corey, one thing I've learned is that, no, she escapes it. Yeah, and I don't know if she had locked it fully, Michael. As a trainer features clean off your face, she's a lady that can crank it up at the drop of a hat. This is all but over. As Corey mentioned, preparing for Ember is not easy, especially given that she has no quit in it. But that said, Byron, perhaps replicating what Shayna Baszler did to Ember and take over New Orleans would be a good approach. Well, this is she's looking to get it here with a win early. Too soon. And Ember Moon, too quick. I think she's trying to prove a point here. But Paige manages to reverse out of that one. When it comes to Ember, one thing's for certain, guys, she made an instant impact, handily beating Billie Kay in her first ever match at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 2. Continuing to help them. Uh-oh. Oh, Paige. That has got to be it. Paige is rolling now. I have to agree with Byron when she goes for the cover. The pin's broken up. I can't believe it. Slam. Paige has all the confidence in the world, which is probably why she's so successful. The debilitating elbow drops. The truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double team finishing move. The spike pile driver from Anderson and Blanchard, the heart attack from the Heart Foundation, the rocker dropper from the Rockers, or the doomsday device from the Railroad. A team needs to have a tag team finisher and be able to execute that finisher on all types of them. Handstand, wow, fantastic ability from Ember Moon. And there it is, boys. Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the three. Get two over. Wow, what a gritty performance. Did that beat Cody? Now, sack, an impressive tag team victory. And here's another look at what made that match so special. Get this up. That's a woman on a mission. Look at her go. And here's the last piece of the puzzle.
Speaking of winners, and
That's it for this top team match. And what a thrilling match it was. That's a big win right there. Anytime you can pin another WWE competitor's shoulders to the match with a 3 you should be crushed. And as we expected, WWE
Rainbow. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by the Disco from Scottsdale, Arizona. Bree.
Brie Bella, a champion. She's a trailblazer in the women's revolution. Got 2 hit television shows. Brie Bella, a billboard example of breaking the glass ceiling and pursuing all of his dreams. Where you can't deny the great trailblazer in the women's revolution. You can't deny that most of it because there's an identical twin running by her side all the time.
Middle is current partner from South Florida with Princess Spanish.
Byron, are you ready to admit the truth yet? That Carmella's the most obnoxious woman in the entire women's division? You are delusional. Bella is money. Carmella, unbelievable career thus far in WWE. And the sky's the limit for this young lady. And she will have you believe that she has done it all. She by herself. What do you got? Both on the bandwagon or something? I started the bandwagon. The statistician for Titus. Whoa, whoa.
And your opponents. First, accompanied by Roman Reigns from Cleveland, Ohio, Dana Brooke.
Tremendous athlete, great competitor. Dana Brooke, certainly one of the hardest workers in the women's division. Always trying to learn new skills and techniques to better her game. Any great stats on this match tonight at NXT for Dana Brooke? Yeah, 60% of the time, Dana Brooke's statistics are right every time. And what exactly are these statistics? Well, it depends on the situation, Byron. It's not like you just pull things back out of thin air. There's a lot of research, there's development, there's studies involved. Hopefully they come with a fact checker. On the rise, and what will be a tremendous career. Here comes Peyton Royce.
And her partner from Sydney, Australia, Peyton Royce.
Byron, I was back in the locker room area earlier today, and I heard Peyton Royce imitating you. Imitating you. It's an unbelievable impersonation. She does great impressions. Spot on, Byron Saxton. Oh, and by the way, she also handles her business inside the ring. A student of Lance Storm. Peyton Royce is absolutely incredible. Look at her, Byron. Yeah, I could see her. Look, Peyton Royce is extremely talented. Her attitude, that's something else. She's been nothing but sweet to me, Saxton. Everyone's ready. Just like that, this tag team match is underway. Beautiful technique. Hooked up. What's up? In a tag team contest, a superstar and partner lock up against another duo. Unless there's a special stipulation added to the match, the traditional rules of a singles match apply in terms of winning the match via pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification. You gotta believe this one's over. Harsh impact. In a standard tag team match, one competitor is in the ring against an opponent, and their teammate is in their corner standing on the ring apron. I should also point out that the competitor in the ring, as far as the referee is concerned, is the legal man. Only the legal man can attempt to score a fall over an opponent or be defeated by an opponent. In the tag match, when a superstar tags their partner, the person who tagged out has until the referee's count of 5 to exit the ring. For a tag to be considered legal, both of the superstars' feet have to be on the apron. The partner must be touching the tag rope in the corner. Both team members must touch, and the referee must see the tag be made. Stop there. I'll give you whiplash. Oh, tag. Uh-oh. This could be bad news. Double two. Oh. For many years, members of the WWE Universe and the WWE locker room have felt that tag team matches should have two referees. One referee is in the ring overseeing the action, and the other is located out on the floor, making sure teams follow the rules and do not engage in potentially damaging behavior. I think that's a good idea, something perhaps Mr. McMahon might want to consider. Dana Brooke may be in trouble here. Byron, earlier you raised the point that people have been talking about for years, and that's a second referee being appointed to tag team matches. I remember WWE Hall of Famer and former WWE President Ray Monsoon used to express his strong advocacy for two referees being appointed to tag team matches. It's something that's been talked about for decades, Michael, and I don't think it's ever going to. We've seen it on occasion, but I think it's best to let the superstars be responsible for themselves. And the appointed official for the match needs to do the job they're paid to do. I don't think it's that much to ask. In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalia and Carmella. Here's a cover. No reverses it. Stop. Good. Please. I think only as group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair together. Salia's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage. That was until Carmella's overconfidence that the Irish last kick returned the tide to get back into the match. And well, it was elementary from there for the Irish born superstar. Naomi did an excellent job of making sure any quote unquote committee nonsense cost her girls the match. Once Becky Lynch got Carmella locked into this armor, there was nothing for the Staten Island Princess to do but to tap out. And it didn't take long for that to happen. When a superstar is in a tag team and is enduring heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to their corner to tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing create separation between them and their opponent. That space gives a superstar the ability to move and catch their breath. Well, you touched on this before. Part of a tag team's ability to be successful is their ability to endure punishment and make their way to their partner when they need to tag out. One way to do that is to create that separation you spoke of, so they have some space to gather themselves, time to make their way back to the corner. You're absolutely right, Michael. What's the use of having a tag team partner if you're not able to get to them when you got to tag out of the match? Thinking that separation is key in breaking any momentum that opponent could have, maybe the difference between a win and a loss, maybe even more. Oh man, right to the arm, hyperextend your elbow. She's absorbing some offense here. Her and her partner aren't going to let this derail them though. I really like the resolve we've seen from her in this tag team match. So I wouldn't be against the tag. Just so she can gather herself a bit. Well, it was just a few moments ago that it looked like she was going to sail to victory, but it looks like her opponent refuses to go down so easily. What does Carmella have to do to gain her composure? You can see her partner wants to get tagged in here. She's taking on quite a bit of damage here, guys. And if she doesn't find a way to make the tag soon, this one might be over. Yeah, I'm surprised by this. It's almost as if she can't seem to kick it into high gear here tonight. Raquel gets the tag. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when Peyton Royce walks out wearing that iconic T-shirt, you can hear a groan from the crowd. I haven't noticed, but I'm sure they're just jealous, Cole. The fact of the matter is, when you look and perform like Peyton Royce does, you should absolutely have a high opinion of yourself. When it comes to Peyton Royce's opinion of herself, I personally agree with Corey. Yes, she should have self confidence, but to call herself iconic, I don't know. That seems like a word that should be reserved for the likes of, I don't know, Stratus and May Young. Who are you to decide who's an icon and who's not, Saxton? If Peyton Royce wants to call herself iconic, that's exactly what she should do. Period. This must be it. Oh, my. And that's the tag that Dana Brooke. In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity, but they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques, like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off balance. Look at the quickness by Dana Brooke. Corey, a few months ago, you took us through what it takes for a tag team to be successful. Continuity between tag team partners is crucial, but a team is able to keep one opponent in the ring for an extended period of time without making a tag. We're able to focus their attack on one individual and one people. And that's when things really start to take shape if you're on the tag team that's in control. Man, Simo's make a comeback. Yeah, that move amazes me every time. Yeah, oh, what impact. Now, vicious plant. Look at the torque. And she's toying with her now. Big Royce. Suplex. Great usage of her hips. Another one. For the third time, be the charm buyer. I think the Venus flytrap. Game, set, match. This one is over. She's starting to falter here. At this point, she really needs to think about making a tag to a partner. She really needs to make a tag here, guys. There's no way she can continue like this and expect to win the match. There's just no way. When she gets in attack mode, look at Dana Brooke is tagged in. When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Patterson, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another. Incredible drop. Oh, Ronaldo. Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos in sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE, the tag team scene has never been more competitive. I don't know who has the edge when it comes to. Oh, man, Blue Bella taking a phrase out of the dojo, Brian. Impressive combination kicks. She can pick up the win here, guys. Brie Bella better not waste this opportunity. Yes, lock is in. Yes, lock is in. Unreal. Yes, lock. Bree's looking good here. A win like that says a lot about a duo. Now let's take another look at these wonderful women in action. She's taking for a business. This was another great moment. That's a woman on a mission. And finally, that may have been one of the most painful signature moves we've seen in a long time. That is what I like to call a statement win, Marco. Not that there aren't too many people at home are ready to tune in for that amazing match. Wow.